Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Divine, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to take your body measurements by yourself at home. Now first of all, you want to wear something fitted so you don't add extra inches to your actual sizes. Okay, you also need your pen, your paper and your tape. Pen and paper to write down your measurements. Okay. Now the first measurement we're going to be taking is our shoulder measurement. Now you place your tape, as you can see in the video, at your back, on your shoulder. Your hands touching there's a bone there that connects your shoulder to your arm. Now that's where you want your tape to be at. Now this is me showing you exactly where you're going to place your tape for accurate measurements. And yeah, that's it. Now the second one is going to be our bust measurement. You want to place your tape at the largest point of your bust. And that is what I'm doing, and then you have to adjust the back so it is not too high or too low at the back. You also want to make sure that the tape is movable and not very tight on your bust. That is what I'm trying to achieve here. Now you can see that I'm placing my tape at the highest point of my bust, and that is how you're supposed to do it. And at the back, the tape shouldn't be too high or too down. It should just be at the middle, like you can see here. Now I'm just moving the tape up and down to make sure that it is not too tight on me. Now taking the under bust measurement, you're going to place your tape under your bust like so, and then make sure that at the back that the tape is not also too high or too low, but it's just at the same length as it is at the front. Now that is what I'm trying to achieve, making sure that it is not too high or too low. You can see how it is sitting on my body, and yeah, that's how to take your under bust. Now for the waist, I'm bending my you can see how I'm moving my body, and that is I'm just trying to take the deep parts of my body, and that is going to be our waist point. Now this is usually 2 to 3 inches above our belly button, and this is me moving it up and down to make sure that it is free and not too tight. Now that is my waist there, and that is how to take your waist measurements. So for the hip, you want to put your legs together and then place your tape at the highest point of your butt. Making sure that the tape is not too tight or too loose. I'm just taking it up and down I'm taking my tape up and down to make sure that it is not too tight, and if it's too loose, I am going to adjust it. Now for nipple to nipple measurements, I'm going to place my tape on my right nipple and on my left nipple. That is the highest point of my breast of my right breast and the highest point on my right breast, and it is usually 8 inches. And so yeah, that is how to take the measurements. So for the shoulder to bust point measurement, I'm going to place my tape on my shoulder like so. Make sure that it's at the middle of your shoulder. Then you're going to locate the most protruded part of your breast, and that is what I'm showing you here, and place it on it, and that is your shoulder to bust point. So for our shoulder to under bust, I'm first of all marking from my shoulder to my bust point, and then from there I'm going to marking under my bust. Under under your bust, you're going to be feeling your bra there, your bra hook, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's how to measure from your shoulder to your under bust. Where your bra ends, that is your under bust. So for shoulder to waist, we're going to mark from our under bust that we measured earlier. We're going to go down and locate our waist just like we did earlier when we are marking the horizontal markings. So I'm locating my waist, and on there you get your shoulder to waist. For shoulder to hip points, we also want to mark from our shoulder to under bust. From there I'm going to mark our waist. You can see how I'm holding my tape roll so I don't make mistakes, and then I'm going to locate my hip, the most protruded part of my butt, the most protruded point, and on there that is my shoulder to my hip measurements. Just watch closely and see what I am showing, and it is very easy to mark. Now shoulder to gown length or skirt length, I'm marking from my shoulder to my under bust, and from there I'm holding my tape so it doesn't move. From there I am marking to wherever I want my skirt or gown to end. Now make sure that you're holding your tape like so that you don't make mistakes in your measurements. Now this is how to measure your armhole measurements. You just place it around your armhole. This is what we usually divide by 2 to get our armhole while marking on our fabric or pattern. Now make sure that it is free and not too tight on you, because we don't want it too tight after making our dress. Now for the round sleeve, we are going to measure the biggest point of your arm, and that's what I'm measuring now. This is the largest point of my arm, so I'm taking my measurement there, making sure that it is free and not too tight and not too loose. You can also do this when you want to measure for your wrists when needed. Now this is how to measure your round sleeve. Now for measuring our sleeve length, I'm placing my tape on my shoulder. When I first mark my shoulder measurement, I'm placing it there also, and I'm going to hold the tape. I'm holding the tape like so. As you can see, I'm holding the tape here, and then you're going to look down and know where you want your sleeve to end, and then you're going to mark it down as your sleeve length. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in my next